Why did 100% of ancient Egyptians treat death with such complex ceremonies? Dive into the enigmatic world of mummification and the beliefs that powered this ancient practice. Ancient Egypt, a civilization obsessed with the afterlife, believed that death was merely a transition to another existence. To ensure a safe passage and eternal life, the Egyptians developed an intricate process known as mummification. First, the body was washed and purified, symbolizing the purification of the deceased's soul. Next, the most critical and famous step, the removal of internal organs. The heart, believed to be the seat of intelligence and emotion, was usually left inside the body for use in the afterlife. The brain, however, didn't receive the same honor. It was removed through the nose using a long hook. Sounds gruesome, right? But for the Egyptians, this was a sacred art, ensuring that the deceased wouldn't rot in the afterlife, but rather live gloriously among the gods. After drying the body with natron, the embalmers would wrap it in layers of linen, each layer secured with resin. During this process, prayers and magical words were recited to protect the deceased from evil spirits. This ritual wrapping could take up to 15 days, each day serving a spiritual purpose. The final step? The grand procession to the tomb, accompanied by mourners, dancers, and musicians, celebrating the deceased's life and ensuring their name was remembered. This was crucial because the Egyptians believed that to speak the name of the dead was to make them live again. So, next time you hear about mummies, remember it's not just about preservation, it's about love, respect, and eternal life, the Egyptian way. The Book of the Dead, a collection of spells and incantations, was often placed in the tomb to guide the deceased through the afterlife. The internal organs removed during mummification were stored in canopic jars, each guarded by one of the four sons of Horus. Amulets were placed within the wrappings to protect the body and ensure a safe journey to the afterlife. In the afterlife, the heart would be weighed against the feather of Ma'at, the goddess of truth and justice. A balanced heart meant eternal life. Tombs were adorned with paintings and inscriptions depicting the deceased's journey and their hoped-for life in the afterlife. The discovery of Tutankhamun's tomb in 1922 provided a wealth of information about mummification and burial practices. Howard Carter's excavation revealed treasures and artifacts that showcased the grandeur of ancient Egyptian burial customs. Mummification has fascinated people for centuries, inspiring countless books, movies, and documentaries. Today, modern techniques of body preservation draw inspiration from ancient Egyptian practices, though with advanced technology. Mummies are displayed in museums worldwide, offering a glimpse into the ancient world and its beliefs about death and the afterlife. However, the display of mummies raises ethical questions about respect for the dead and cultural sensitivity. Advances in technology, such as CT scans and DNA analysis, have allowed researchers to learn more about the lives and health of ancient Egyptians. The mummy of Ramses II, one of Egypt's greatest pharaohs, has provided invaluable insights into ancient Egyptian history and mummification techniques. While ancient Egypt is the most famous for mummification, other cultures around the world also practiced body preservation. The Chinchorro mummies of Chile, dating back to 5000 BCE, are the oldest known mummies, predating Egyptian mummification by thousands of years. In ancient China, mummification was practiced during the Han Dynasty, with some mummies remarkably well preserved. The Inca civilization in the Andes also practiced mummification, often placing mummies in high-altitude tombs. The fascination with mummification continues today, with some people choosing to be mummified after death. Mummification remains a cultural phenomenon, reflecting humanity's enduring quest for immortality and the mysteries of the afterlife. The tools and artifacts used in mummification, from hooks to canopic jars, tell a story of a civilization deeply connected to its beliefs about death and the afterlife. Mummification workshops were bustling centers of activity, where skilled embalmers worked meticulously to prepare the deceased for eternity. The quality of mummification often reflected the social status of the deceased, with pharaohs and nobles receiving the most elaborate treatments. Priests played a crucial role in the mummification process, performing rituals and ensuring that the deceased was properly prepared for the afterlife. The process of mummification also had an environmental aspect, with the use of natural resources like natron and linen. Mummification provided insights into ancient Egyptian medical knowledge, as embalmers had to understand the human body to preserve it effectively. The artistic aspects of mummification, from the intricate wrappings to the beautifully decorated coffins, reflect the Egyptians' reverence for the dead. Modern science has greatly benefited from the study of mummies, contributing to our understanding of ancient civilizations and their practices. Mummification is not just a practice of the past, it is a vital part of our cultural heritage, preserving history for future generations to learn from and appreciate. In conclusion, mummification in ancient Egypt was a complex and deeply spiritual practice, reflecting the civilization's beliefs about death, the afterlife, and the eternal journey of the soul. The legacy of mummification continues to captivate and inspire, reminding us of the timeless human desire to understand and conquer the mysteries of life and death.